Jai Hind everyone, welcome to the paradigm shift. Our today's topic is habit. Before starting the video, let me tell you what is our agenda. We will try to answer some of the common questions like what is a habit? Why is it matter a lot in life? Why is it so hard to change habit? And how we can develop new habit or change old one. So first thing first, what is habit? Habits are repeated action that make our character. As Aristotle said it, we are what we repeatedly do. So effectiveness is not an action, it is a habit. Basically, if you are called honest person, it is not because some one action of yours has proven it. No, it is because repeatedly you are in that situation where you proved that you are honest. It happens with everything. Basically, our whole life depends on habit. Now, think it this way, we do repeated actions like brushing our teeth, taking bath, eating food, and so many things every day. Since our mind want to preserve energy and want us to use it in some other useful way, it stores the information and make it a habit so that we don't have to think twice about it. Now uh, think of the time you brushed your teeth today. Have you thought a lot about how you are brushing your teeth? I think no. You must have been thinking something else while brushing your teeth because you don't have to give a second thought to brushing your teeth. And this is exactly the habit in practice. If something becomes your second habit, as we call it, it is like you don't have to think about it when doing. So coming to the second one, why habit matters a lot. Before few days I started my YouTube channel. I had few agenda in my mind when I started it. I didn't want to make money from it, I didn't want views from it. The only thing I want is to improve my spoken English, my communication, and that too while sharing my views with the world. So, I knew how to speak in English, and my communication is not that bad, but I felt that since I don't repeatedly speak in front of many people, I don't express myself on the daily basis, it is not in my habit now. So to make it my habit, I started this YouTube channel, and I challenged myself to be so confident and comfortable with this that I just don't have to think a lot while communicating, basically. So this is why habit matter a lot. Habit make your character. Whatever you think you are because of your habit, as I said earlier. If you want to start something new, like meditation, like exercise, like if you want to have a good meal daily, consistently, you need to make it a habit. As study says that 80% of our daily life is depend on our patterns, on our habits, and that's why our habit should be consistent with our goal, with our ambitions. So if you want to have your ambition, have your habits right. Now, third question, that is why is it so hard to change the existing habit or make a new one? Have you ever thought a rocket launch? Well, you must have. The energy consumed in first few minutes is more than the energy consumed in the whole journey afterward. Do you know why? Because of the gravity of earth. This is the same way habit also works. Habits has their own gravity, And as gravity works against us and for us, habit also work in the same way. If we have some habit and we want to change it, the gravity of the habit, the old habit, attract us, and that's why we fail when we try to do something new. So if you want to develop new habit, you should have to break that gravity force of old habits. And this is exactly what is our last question: how to develop a new habit and how to change the existing one. Before describing how to develop a new habit, I want to share with you the working of habit. So, suppose you are hungry, you see a good food, your mind says, oh, calorie means survival, just take it. It commands your brain to have it. Then you just take, take food and you get the reward of feeling good. Now the brain has its own memory that whenever you take some good food, you feel good. It is a reward. Your mind will say, see it, take it, feel good. This is exactly how habit become: the trigger, behavior, reward, and repeat. The trigger, behavior, reward, and repeat. Now think of another situation. Suppose you had an exam and you scored really bad. You were very sad. Do you know what mind suggests you? Have that piece of chocolate in the fridge. You will feel better because it knows only that way of feeling better. Now the trigger is different. You are not hungry, but you are feeling bad. So mind says to feel good, just take it. Trigger, behavior, reward, repeat. The same thing happen again and again and again. And this is how we repeatedly do an action. Now let's see how we can develop a new habit or change the existing ones. So before actually describing it, I want you to see this chart. Habit is an intersection of three things: the knowledge, skill, and the desire. Knowledge says you what to do and why to do. Basically, your what should be very clear. What you want to achieve from that habit. If you want to start a new habit, like you want to start a habit of meditation, what you actually want to achieve. If you don't have that clear picture in your mind, you will not be that motivated to actually start it. So have a clear picture of what you want and why actually you want. You should have the knowledge of the thing. Then, second, be clear about how you are going to achieve it, the time you are going to work on it, and the way you are going to work on it. Many times it happens that we think that we will study 4 or 5 hours a day, but we actually don't know from where we are going to start, what we are going to do today, what we are going to do tomorrow, and this is how we fail. So we must know how we are going to implement or do the new thing we are going to develop. The third thing and the very important thing is desire. Want to. Why do you want to start the new thing? Basically, the want to is very important. Until you are motivated to do something, you are not going to do it. You must have that desire within you to start it. So, if you have these three things, if you have the intersection of these three, you can definitely start a new habit. Now, researchers also says that it is easy to start a new habit than to change the existing one. So, if you think you have some bad habit, try to develop a new one instead of changing the old one. For example, if you think you have a habit of scrolling reels at night before sleeping, instead of just putting your phone somewhere else and trying to sleep, you can opt for a book. You can start reading a book. Then you will not feel like you are missing something. It will be just like you are doing something else, which may not be that interesting, but it's okay. It's easier to opt for something new rather than just stopping the old one. So now, after doing all this, we have everything in mind. First thing, what is habit? Why it matters a lot? Why is it so hard to change a habit? And then how we can change or develop a new habit. Now, since our whole life depends on the type of habit we follow, as I said earlier, in the next video, I'm going to tell you some principle centric habits that can change your life. They are not some actions that we take individually every day, but they are like the life changing habits which can actually make you efficient with time and effective with people. So, if you want to know more about habit, don't forget to check the next video where I will be telling about what are these habits which we need to follow to make our life more effective. Thank you. Jai Hind.